This is a video of my Datsun 280Z 78. Done a V8 swap. I used the 5.3 liter LM7 from an Avalanche and a 4L60E from a 2001 Camaro Z28. Let's go with the interior first. Mainly just a stock interior. I did put a shifter in it to be an Pro stick. And still got the factory speedometer in it. I have a tach in it right now. I'm working on that. It's a little conversion unit. It turns the LS1 ECM signal into something the factory speedo can use. It's got a little motor in it. It turns the speedo cable. Pretty neat. Other than that, most of it's just stock. I do have a air-fuel ratio gauge where the clock used to be. All the other gauges still work. That's my little cutout gauge here, or my cutout switch, electric cutout switch. Diagnostics port down low. Then you get up a little closer. There's another port in there for the air-fuel ratio analog output, so I can data log with my HP tuners. Let's see. Got a spoiler, carbon fiber spoiler. This year had gigantic bumpers on it that stuck out, probably at least 6 to 7 inches. So I took all that off. It looked atrocious. We'll be putting some smaller bumpers, probably like a 72, probably 240Z bumpers on there. So I got my exhaust sticking out a little bit, so it looks so funny when I get bumpers on there. Let's see. Got a little tripod I made for my iPhone that I'm carrying right now. Pretty neat. Let's go over here. Pop the hood. Like I said before, it's a 5.3 liter LM7. Got the LS6 intake. It came off of a CTSV 05. It's got the heatsink truck coils on it. I made my own coil brackets because the originals were hitting on my fuel line. It made the coils sit up too high, so I lowered them about 2 inches. It's my little safety wire, so my fuel line doesn't pop off. These little plastic clips are kind of rickety, so it's over to my little fuel gauge and little bracket. I made that. All the fuel lines, it's just aluminum fuel line with insulation on it. See, I've got Sanderson Shorty headers on it. Made for this swap. And there's the Camaro alternator bracket. There's my air intake. Just bought 2 Mandrel Bent 90 aluminum 90s off the internet. Put them all together. Got an 85 mass air sensor, 85mm mass air sensor. K&N filter. Yeah, by the way, the camshaft is a Texas Speed 224R. Came in a kit, had the pack springs in it and the chromoly push rods. Great kit, works awesome. Tranny cooler. Bent up all the transmission lines. Ran through the core support there. I will be getting a different bumper eventually. Let's see. My fan shroud. Had a guy here in town make it for me. He did an awesome job. It does wonders. I got a 16-inch Zergo fan. Only pulls 15 amps. It does an awesome job. The hottest it's ever gotten is 200 degrees. Usually runs around 194 or so. Let's see, got a little heat shield for all my wiring. Heat shield there, and then for added protection, I've got the stick-on heat shielding on all the loom down there by the headers. There's the rest of the transmission lines going up to the radiator first, and then out to the cooler. There, and then back out to the transmission. Can't see him right there. I made the battery bracket. A chunk of aluminum. That was a fun project. Turned out pretty good. Transmission dipstick. The Camaro dipstick tube wouldn't work. Wouldn't fit through this truck they'll buy. Transmission dipstick tube from the Camaro wouldn't fit in the transmission tunnel, so I had to go with the low car. And also use the low car bracket here for the throttle cable. Very nice product. Cable runs all the way back. Got that bracket there that fits the holes that are already there. Bolts right on. Goes over to the factory setup here. I'll show you the well, the exhaust is 2.5, two 2.5s going into a Y to a 3-inch, and then to the dump. I'll show you that. There's cut out an electric motor. The Y is right there. Kind of hard to see from this angle, but it runs all the way out the back. Simple setup. My little pizza cutters. They're only about, I don't know, they might be 6 inches wide maybe, just touching the ground. Little triple treads. Part of it on the fender. See my fuel setup. Just a stock tank with the Corvette fuel pump, or Corvette fuel filter regulator. Also got more safety wire here. More of those plastic clips. Don't trust them. And the Bosch 044 fuel pump. The fuel line. So it runs all the way up to the front. Don't have a whole lot of steel braided hose. R200 differential. It's the factory half shafts. Well, it came with the 200 anyways. It originally had R180. Put the R200 in there, a little stronger. So far I haven't broke it because I have pizza cutters. Okay, start it up. Hear what it sounds like. Got a little bit of a cam lope to it. Got 3200 Vigilante stall in it, so it does a nice burnout. We've got another video on YouTube that shows that, kinda, in the car anyways. And that's my 280Z. Got any questions, just post something in the comments. I'll try and answer them. Thank you.